Marriage green cards just got harder. Here's what changed. Big news from USCIS. And it's not good for couples applying for marriage-based green cards. Starting August 2nd, 2025, new rules are in effect that make the process stricter, slower, and far more scrutinized than before. This isn't just a small tweak. The change affects both new applicants and people already in the system, even if you filed months ago. USCIS has made it clear, marrying a U.S. citizen no longer guarantees a green card. Instead, you'll have to prove the authenticity of your marriage at every step, right from the start. Why this change matters. On August 2nd, USCIS quietly updated its internal policy manual. While the update is officially labeled as a fraud prevention measure, the impact goes far beyond catching fake marriages. Thousands of legitimate couples will now face tougher vetting, more interviews, and longer wait times. In the past, if you left out a document or missed a piece of evidence, you could often submit it later without serious consequences. But under the new rules, incomplete applications can severely weaken your case and increase your chances of denial. Retroactive changes, even for pending cases. This is one of the most controversial parts. The new rules are retroactive. If you filed your application in April or May 2025, you're not exempt. Your case will now be judged by these tougher standards. And this is happening while USCIS is already drowning in a backlog of over 11 million cases. Instead of speeding things up, the changes are expected to slow approvals even further, especially for cases that trigger what USCIS calls high-risk profiles. High-risk profiles equals extra scrutiny. USCIS has identified certain situations that automatically raise suspicion and trigger deeper investigation. These include a large age gap between spouses, marrying soon after entering the U.S. on a tourist visa, a very short dating period before marriage, limited shared financial or living documentation. For example, if you don't have joint bank accounts, leases, insurance policies, or utility bills in both names, your case may be flagged. Even photo evidence is under closer examination. If your pictures are all from one day, or you're wearing the same clothes in most of them, USCIS may suspect the relationship isn't genuine. It's important to note, these red flags don't automatically mean your marriage is fake, but they do mean your case will be treated with heightened suspicion and likely face more steps before approval. What to expect if flagged? If your profile fits any of these high-risk categories, prepare for longer processing times, additional requests for evidence, RFEs, in-person interviews, almost guaranteed, possible home visits before your case is decided. Interviews are becoming the norm. Previously, some marriage-based green card applicants with strong evidence could receive interview waivers. Those days are mostly gone. Now, the vast majority will have to appear for an interview. And for many flagged cases, USCIS is introducing separate questioning, where each spouse is interviewed alone during the very first appointment. This type of interview, sometimes called a Stokes interview, was once reserved for suspected fraud cases. Now it's becoming standard for couples that match high-risk profiles. Officers will compare your answers side by side, looking for inconsistencies. Even small differences can cause delays or trigger further investigation. Home visits are increasing. Another major change is the rise in unannounced home visits. Officers may show up before or after your interview to confirm that you actually live together. During these visits, they'll look at where clothes are stored, how mail is addressed and delivered, whether your living space shows signs of shared daily life. If something doesn't match your story, it can seriously hurt your case. Incomplete filings equals higher risk of denial and deportation. This is where the stakes get even higher. In the past, a missing document usually led to a simple request for evidence, after which you could correct the mistake and move forward. Now, an incomplete file can fast-track your case toward denial. And it's not just a denial. In some situations, USCIS could issue a notice to appear in immigration court, beginning removal proceedings. This is a huge shift from the old system, where many denied couples could simply refile with the right documents. Under the new rules, there might be no second chance. Even genuine couples risk losing their opportunity if their application is sloppy or incomplete. Real-world example of the new system in action. Recently, a foreign national entered the U.S. on a tourist visa, married a U.S. citizen within 2 weeks, and applied for a green card. Under the old rules, This might have raised some questions, but often would not trigger aggressive investigation. Under the new policy, it's an automatic high-risk case. The file was flagged, an interview was scheduled, and a home visit was ordered before the interview even took place. The case is now under active fraud review, even though the couple insists their marriage is genuine. The quick marriage after entry is enough to create a suspicious timeline in USCIS's eyes. This shows how even honest couples can get caught in the new system if they match certain red flags. How to prepare under the new rules. If you're applying for a marriage-based green card now, you have to think like this. Your first filing is your only shot. Here's how to strengthen your case. Gather strong evidence early. Have at least 3 to 4 months of joint financial records before filing. Include joint bank statements, leases, insurance policies, and utility bills. Use diverse photo evidence. Show pictures from different events, seasons, and outfits. Include family gatherings, holidays, and trips together. Show financial interconnection. USCIS may pull your credit reports to check for joint accounts or loans. A lack of financial ties can damage your credibility. Organize your application. Use labeled tabs and exhibit lists. A clean, well-prepared file signals seriousness. Choose strong affidavits. Avoid vague letters from friends and family. Include specific details about your relationship and personal interactions. Be 100% honest. Never lie or exaggerate. Inconsistencies or fake documents can lead to denial, ICE referral, and possible deportation. The bottom line: this policy change is not just a bureaucratic update. It's a complete shift in how USCIS approaches marriage-based green card applications. Fraud detection is now the starting point, not an afterthought. Even honest couples must prepare for a tougher, slower, and more intrusive process. If you match any red flag profile, expect delays, extra questioning, and possibly a home visit. The message from USCIS is simple. Prove your marriage is real from day one, or risk losing your chance entirely. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an urgent immigration update. Your future in the US could depend on staying informed.